Hello, my name is Plissa Khabele Stevens, and I'm one of the grandchildren of Joan Means Khabele, and I grew up swimming in Barton Springs. And without her efforts of desegregating Barton Springs, I wouldn't be able to swim there today, and I would really appreciate it if y'all did pass this in her honor because she was very strong and resilient. Thank you.
Our next speaker will be Alexander Leger. After Alexander will be Lissetti Khabele Stevens.
All right. I didn't know I was going to speak today, but I guess I'm going to wing it. Back there you see Palessa just spoke. That is my partner right there. We often have conversations pertaining to the next generation of, children or something like that. Hopefully, maybe. But she always tells me that she has big shoes to fill, and her grandmother, Joan Means, was a big player in Austin, Texas, for that. So I'm here for support. Didn't want to really speak, but I'm here. Please pass this.
Our next speaker will be Lissetti Khabele Stevens, followed by Scott Cobb.
Hello. Okay, can you hear me? Okay, perfect. So I'll try to be succinct. Hello, my name is Lissetti Khabele Stevens, and I'm turning 29 this spring and grew up here in Austin. I'm here today in favor of renaming the Barton Springs Women's Bathhouse in honor of the late and great Joan Means Khabele, who is my grandmother, who I and my siblings and the rest of our family refer to as Go-Go. I remember her as a powerful force who was never afraid to share her opinion or speak her mind. I'm also here on behalf of her late mother, Bertha Means, who was also instrumental in desegregating Austin, her husband, Paseka Khabele, who was integral in fighting against apartheid in South Africa. I'm speaking on behalf of her children, Dineo, Inonge, and the late Khotso Khabele, who also grew up in Austin. And then finally, I am here representing the grandchildren, of which I'm the oldest. She had 8 grandchildren in total, and we have been able to enjoy Barton Springs because of her heroic acts as a high school student. So I, like everyone who lives in Austin, enjoy the beauty and magic of Barton Springs. It's undeniable that it is gorgeous, and that is in part because we can see all types of Austinites there. But it wasn't always that way, and it wasn't that way until my grandmother was the first Black person to jump in Barton Springs as an act of resilience. And that was not my grandmother's only act of resilience. She was among a group of students who desegregated Austin High. It was there that she led students from Austin High, UT, St. Edward's, and Houston-Tillotson in protest of the segregation of Barton Springs in the summer of 1960, or in the summers of 1960s. So I believe it's important to rename the bathhouse in her honor because it is important to acknowledge the contributions of Black Austinites. And to take that a step further, not acknowledging Austin's history in regards to racism and segregation and those who fought against it contributes to the gentrification and the erasure of Black people in Austin. Naming the bathhouse after my grandmother, Joan Means Khabele, honors, 1, the brave actions of a young Black female high school student who carried the responsibilities of someone far beyond her years, and 2, reminds us that change for the betterment of Black Austin and Austin as a whole is possible. Before I end, I want to thank Scott for his effort in leading this. Thank you. I hope that she will vote in favor of renaming the bathhouse after Joan Means Khabele.
I wasn't really planning on speaking tonight. I just got off of work and came straight over here. But I think it's very important for the city to to approve on this vote. I remember recently I went to Barton Springs and I was just inquiring about, because they put up the plaques with all the history of Barton Springs, and I was just inquiring about my own grandmother. And when I asked and said her name, the staff just gave me completely blank looks. And it's not their job necessarily to know all the history, but her name is very important to Barton Springs, to what it is now, to the diversity that you see that is allowed there today. So I think we should honor her name. Thank you for